grosse Halle. Man sieht eine grosse, casinohafte Leuchtschrift Lukullus.
Und ein Licht, das immer dunkler wird.
The great Lukullus is dead. The general who conquered the east, who overthrew 7 kings, who filled a city of Rome with riches. Behind his catafalque, borne by soldiers, walk the most distinguished men of mighty Rome. With covered faces, beside it walks his philosopher, his advocate, and before it slaves drag a tremendous frieze, setting forth his deeds and destined to be his tombstone. Once more, the entire people pays its respects to an amazing lifetime of victory and conquest, and they remember his triumphal processions. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our open lab. Welcome to...
Ihr könnt schauen, wenn ihr wollt, es ist gratis. Show.
Welcome to this reading and portrayal of this play by Beryl Brecht and Margaret Steffin. Beryl Brecht and Margaret Steffin wrote this play after they fled Nazi Germany, and they went and wrote this play in Denmark. And of course, they offered it to Swedish radio, and Swedish radio rejected it. And so then it ended up with Werner Brinkhoff at Radio Beromünster, who then collaborated with Berner Horstspiel, and it was put live on the air on May 12, 1940. So this is the setting. Nobody knows which direction the Nazis will be coming from, and these guys decide to put this play on. Would you like to say something, Sam?
Ja, ich werde mich ab und zu einmischen, das ist eine offene Probe. Ich werde mich probieren, ein bisschen zurückzuhalten. Also das heisst, ihr zahlt ja mit eurer Aufmerksamkeit, das ist ein wichtiger Wert, ihr könnt euch also auch wirklich frei fühlen. Ihr könnt auch manchmal noch ein Bier holen, wieder zurückholen und könnt auch schauen, dass ihr die Spannung nicht unbedingt zerstört in diesem Moment. Let's go on.
Okay, so we are very loyal to this piece. We read it as it is, but we also have moments where we move away from it here and there, and we also try to make it where we think, oh, how would this part be like today? So hence the first part, I would like to now do it again. And the setting is, it's a procession. It is 2025, it's a funeral procession. The general has died in a huge scandal, sex scandal in Davos. We hope he dies sooner, but It is the year 2025, and the procession is traveling down the main street here, and there are people watching from the sidelines. And the version that I do now, I am reading as a CNN reporter who is watching the action. Hark, the great Lukullus is dead, the general who conquered the East, who overthrew 7 kings, who filled our city of Rome with riches. Behind his catafalque, borne by soldiers, walk the most distinguished men of mighty Rome. With covered faces, beside it walks his philosopher. We see there his children, his ex-wife, and lots of heads of states. So we have moments also when I start to ad-lib in the text and add my own stuff where a red light will come on, so you know that it's not part of Brecht. His philosopher, his advocate, and before it slaves drag a tremendous frieze, setting forth his deeds and destined to be his tombstone. Once more, the entire people pays its respects to an amazing lifetime of victory and conquest, and they remember his triumphal procession. Then we hear a sensational, loud, pre-recorded voice coming through and announcing to the arena.
Denkt des Unschlagbaren, denkt des Gewaltigen, denkt des großen Herrschers, denkt der Furcht der beiden Asien und der Lieblings Romas und der Götter, als auf dem goldenen Wagen durch die Stadt fuhr, dringend euch die fremden Könige und fremden Tiere, Elefant, Kamel und Panther und die Kutschen voll gefangener Damen, als auf dem goldenen Wagen durch die Stadt fuhr, der Unschlagbare, der Gewaltige, die Furcht der beiden Asien, Lieblings Romas und der Götter.
The next part of this scene is spoken by a slave.